right now, powered by Men's Tea Clinic, it's time to go around the entire NFL and dip into some gridiron gravy.
Dip it and tip them.
Now, let's start with a few different things. I'm going to go back to a couple of items leading into and from the Super Bowl. Did you see Kyle Shanahan's quote about the Seahawks and their defense?
He was like, "This is not Lumen South. Please stop saying that."
I don't know what that means.
The stadium up north in Seattle is called Lumen, and so they're like their fans are starting to call
He did not
Levi's
say that.
Lumen South.
He said, "I know you guys want my expert opinion, but I haven't scored a touchdown on these guys the last 2 times we played them, so I don't know how good that would be." Dang. I mean, and when you see
that's
that,
respect right there.
I appreciate that he was really honest about it.
Yeah,
now,
that's a ton of respect.
Do you respect Will Campbell for walking away without talking to the media yesterday? He gave up, per Pro Football Talk, 14 pressures in the Super Bowl, which was the most pressures by any offensive lineman given up in any game, regular season or postseason this year.
So in the biggest game,
he was the worst.
Otherwise known as the big game.
Right.
He gave the most up. Woo! I don't respect it at all. Walking away, I guess you're walking away because you don't want to say something you're going to regret, ultimately.
And I think we've all been there, right?
Yeah. But like that is part of the gig is, going out there, making your millions of dollars and then answering the
right.
as Emmitt Smith said, the stupid questions that are asked.
Yes.
So like that's just part of the gig. So I would rather you do that, but I understand like you just don't want to get toasted by everybody out there.
And I know it's his rookie season. And obviously, you've seen plenty of rookies have bad seasons and get significantly better, but it was a rough go, especially in the playoffs for him.
And we know via history with our PR departments, a lot of them don't like to wear the rookies out, and they will say, we're not doing interviews for the rookie, and that's he probably needs to go reboot, man. Just kind of refresh it all, reboot, and get back get back in the lab and hope that you get back there again.
Now, the word is that both Travis Kelce and Aaron Rodgers are trending towards coming back next season. And then plus there's the whole thing about Derek Carr saying he might unretire. But let's start with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce has reportedly been in touch with the Chiefs about a 14th season, and then we talked about this a little bit last week. Aaron Rodgers is considering reuniting with Mike McCarthy and the Steelers. Do either one of those do anything for you, or do you think both you thank them for their Hall of Fame careers and would like to see them wrap it up?
Travis Kelce at this point, I mean, he played like an average to above average tight end. He's still a pretty good blocker, but he, like, as far as being the dynamic player that he was before, he and Pat were not on the same page. I don't know why. They didn't. There were moments where both of them looked like, the hell are you doing?
Right.
But I
really did.
I would be fine with him coming back because the tight end play is getting better, but the depth at the position still is unique. Aaron Rodgers, the question is why? Like you hurt that team this year at times.
Yeah.
And I know the players seemed to say that they liked playing with him. Organizations said that they loved Aaron Rodgers and his leadership. So I get that, but you don't look like the same quarterback by any means. I would go ahead and say, you know what? It was a good run. I got a championship. I have some MVPs to go along with it. I'll put my yellow jacket on here soon.
Now, I immediately saw your look about Derek Carr. Derek Carr said, look, in the right situation with the right coaching staff, and he said, never say never, because I've learned that when I say never, it usually happens. Would you be clamoring for the unretirement of Derek Carr?
Never.
I had a feeling you might.
I would never clamor for that.
I had a feeling that you might say that. All right. Let's go to Trey Hendrickson and Maxx Crosby. Just keep an eye out for this. There are some people who think that the Bengals could put the franchise tag on Trey Hendrickson and continue that saga. Now, would
they want to do that?
So would it be strictly for a tag and trade situation, which I know some people still believe that might be what the Cowboys do with Pickens, but just keep that in the back of your head.
Because then they would have the rights to make that. Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying there.
Or some people believe they're like, the hell with it. Just come on back. We'll pay lots of money. We'll get it figured out. Now, Maxx Crosby, per Jason LaConfora, he spoke with a NFL general manager who said that Maxx Crosby told Tom Brady he will never play for the Raiders again. That's a fact. He told them he'll retire before he ever plays for them again, but I'm not sure they're actually going to trade him. Remember, Myles Garrett said the same thing last year, and we saw how that ended up. Are you invested in the Maxx Crosby saga? Because this has the feel of something that could drag out for a while.
Not as much as I think other people are.
Okay.
And I like Bobby's very invested in it because Bobby would love to see him here. I would like to see Maxx Crosby here. I just feel like the price is way too much. The assets you have to give up in addition to paying the player. Unless you were able to figure out some way, Kevin, to make that all work. But him going somewhere else, him going and being somewhere else, it's going to be an attractive story for a lot as they add this new rookie quarterback probably, and Tom Brady gets more invested in what's going on there. He's a really good player. Something that Tirico, I believe, did say last night as he was discussing the big game was, and Chris Collinsworth, was they don't have one dominant pass rusher, but as a team, they're relentless. And that's what the Seahawks did. And I'm not saying that that's always the best case or best way. You want to really, if you have a really good one, you keep him, you hold on to him, you put him there, and you do that thing. But making sure you have a good defense across the entire front line is the most important part.
Now,
no holes.
I have to admit I was surprised by at least one of these players. But let me throw this out there. I've got several of these guys. These are first-year Hall of Fame eligible players. Is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer to you?
No. He had MVP?
Yeah.
Went to a Super Bowl? Rookie of the Year stuff, right? Like, he had things that could be that. But no, he just misses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
He was very famous.
No, don't judge it like that. No. Antonio Brown.
No.
Interesting. So Antonio Brown, who was clearly a better player than Cam Newton's, an instant no for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Richard Sherman.
Yes.
Richard Sherman's odds to be first-year Hall of Famer are 25-1. And that's the same player that I was shocked by. Richard Sherman, feels like a Hall of Famer. He was part of a dominant defense, sure, but he was a driving part of that. But yeah,
there were a couple of years, maybe 3 years span where he was one of the dominant cornerbacks, and you could say one or two.
He was first team All-Pro 3 straight years, and then 2015, the year after that, he was second team All-Pro. He also made the All-Decade team, but only 25-1. Now, I don't know how much of the structure changes in the wake of Belichick. All right. Ben Roethlisberger.
Yes.
42% odds to make the Hall of Fame.
What's crazy, though,
his first year.
Is first year? This is what's crazy is Belichick didn't make it in his first year. So now my whole opinion on everything is screwed. Nobody should ever make it their first year again.
Okay. So I get that for sure. But there's two other players that are eligible next year, Gronk and Adrian Peterson. Gronk's at 96% to make the Hall of Fame, and Adrian Peterson's at 94%. I wonder if either one of those numbers dipped, and they were at 99% before all the Belichick stuff happened, and people were like, I don't know.
But Adrian Peterson never really do. He never broke the rushing record in single season or all time.
So you're out. So you're getting to 2,000 yards.
He can get in at some point. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Now, the Hall of Fame is looking to return to in-person voting. So they went to video conferencing and stuff in 2020, never came all the way back. So they are looking to return finally to in-person voting. And
I like this. Now you keep them in the room and you argue with them.
I mean,
you don't let them have any water or anything.
Well, it's not like a hostage situation.
Should be until they come up with the right answers.
Okay, well, maybe they'll look into that. I'm not sure. But I think you'll like this quote from Darren Woodson. It's still BS, but I like this quote. He goes, "You can look back at what I did. I'm not going to campaign and do these little things to bring attention to me. I've never been that way, and I'm not going to do that. So when it doesn't happen, I've built all my entire life that the birds are going to chirp the next day, and I'm going to run my business the next day. Life is going to go on. Do I want it? Yeah, of course, but it's not going to break me."
I agree.
It just sucks that, yeah.
And see, this right here, this answer right here,
it's a Hall of Fame answer.
Is the reason that he's a Hall of Famer. That dude right there, put an NFL shield on him. He'll carry it gladly. And then, you know what? You can just be in the K&C Masterpiece Hall of Fame. All right, first member.
Oh, I love
it. First member, first ballot, K&C Masterpiece Hall of Famer, right there. Darren Woodson. Congratulations. We'll send you your check. Kevin, do you have any checks?
Sure.
And of course, Kevin has checks.
Just in case.
Also, we'll send you a statue.
Okay.
It's a statue of Kevin.
And Tom Brady, you didn't make it on the first ballot.
Sorry, Tom Brady.
This is Darren Woodson.